Welcome to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillen. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. And because we had so much fun, returning guest Mike Dickerson. Dude,
what's up, bro?
There's so much that we didn't get to talk about, so we're gonna bring it back. There's another aspect of your life that, for a lot of us outdoors people, it goes by the season. And, man, in the summertime, you're ate up with fishing.
No doubt. Spring and summer, yeah.
Nonstop. Primarily the walleye.
Yes, sir.
And
unless I'm bass fishing with Balake.
Dude.
My son Blake, bass fishing with him, there's nothing better.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure. So we've got walleye down here in the rivers. We got them in some of the lakes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a southern range for the walleye. But Michigan and this walleye tour, I mean, y'all are fishing premier walleye, right?
Absolutely.
And so tell me a little bit about the walleye tour, because I don't even know a whole lot about it other than I see you holding those big cardboard checks like Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, baby. It's a thrill. I mean, we're definitely going broke. You ain't going to make no living. But no, I particularly fish the Michigan walleye tour. Mm-hmm. There's a national walleye tour.
Okay.
I fish the Michigan walleye tour. It's a full series, 4 tournaments. You qualify for the championship, which is your 5th tournament. So, and then you got the Lake Erie walleye tour that happens down there. Jason Fisher puts on a heck of a show down there.
Okay.
Does a great job. Works closely with, my guy, Tommy Vick.
All right.
Vick Sports Center over there. Give him a little plug real quick. Any of you down towards Ohio, get over that way. You need a Ranger boat. Bass or walleye, see the boys over at Vick Sports Center. They're awesome.
So that's where these boats are coming from.
Yeah, a lot of the tournament boats. Yeah, Tom does have a plug with a lot of the guys. He really does.
Now, how many boats are typically in the Michigan walleye tournament?
Specifically, when I'm fishing the Michigan walleye tour, we have 100 to 150 boats, and each team is a maximum of 3 people, minimum of 2.
Okay.
Typically, there's 3 guys in every boat. So you're fishing against, in my opinion, arguably, in Michigan, 450 of some of the best anglers.
Yeah.
There's some great sticks that don't fish the Michigan walleye tour, but
okay, for
guys competing, I mean, you can't get a higher level of competition in Michigan, in my opinion.
Awesome. So what there's 4 tournaments. Lake Michigan.
It varies year to year.
Okay.
Every year is different.
All right.
The whole trail's different every year.
Okay.
But typically, you're going to fish the Detroit River, which is a staple in walleye fishing.
Yes.
As far as jigging.
Okay.
For those of you who've never been there, you need stuff. Get over the dip net down there. They can hook you up, stumble through it, or hit me up on my Instagram, snowman_outdoors.
Yeah.
Snowman Outdoors. Make sure that / is in there. You start on the Detroit River, then typically you go to Saginaw Bay, which is essentially Lake Huron. Mm-hmm. And then from there, you go to Lake Erie or vice versa. Yeah. And then it kind of varies. Sometimes we have 2 Lake Huron events.
Okay.
The Michigan Walleye Tour is actually put on by the Saginaw Bay Walleye Club. So, there's always that influence there with Lake Huron. But
all right.
And then the championship is like this year, it was out of Port Austin, which is Lake Huron late in the year.
Okay.
But last year it was Lake St. Clair down by Detroit. It just varies. They've done them on inland lakes before, just kind of mixing it up, making it tough, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Making us earn them, which is cool.
Ever go on Lake St. Clair?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Lake St. Clair's awesome. I take my son there smallmouth bass fishing.
Okay.
Talk about a fishery. Walleye fishing is awesome there as well, but
so this makes me this is humbling to me because Lake St. Clair isn't considered a great lake.
Yeah.
And you by boat, scooting, take a half an hour to cross it tops or minimum.
Yeah, about a half hour. Yeah.
That's a big inland lake.
Oh, it's huge, and the fishery is so diverse. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
With respects to, there's muskie, there's walleye, there's perch, there's bluegill, there's, I'm missing stuff, but it's incredible. It's awesome.
And so through this experience, I'm going to bring it back to SCI again.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go, baby.
At your SCI fundraiser, there are multiple boat captains, all really good at what they do.
Yeah. My tournament partner currently, Eric Carlson, actually just got his captain's license. He's retiring as a teacher.
Okay.
And he started Real Effect Charters up in Presque Isle.
Okay.
Northern Michigan, just north of Alpena.
Yeah.
And he's doing lake trout jigging trips. And then he's doing walleye trips when it's conducive.
Okay.
And then also perch trips. But I guess why I'm bringing it up is, there's quite a few guys there.
Okay. And perch, he's talking about yellow perch, not the type of perch that we refer to down here in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know what the technical name is, but there's a kind of a crapper fish in the rivers. They call it a perch.
No, these yellow perch up north, they are tasty.
Oh man, delicious.
Come on.
What's the best keeper size for the perch? Because it's more like it's a long, skinny fish, but it's more like panfish size in a sense.
Well, there's going to be a lot of opinions on this, but
Okay.
I would say, personally, I like a 10-inch.
Okay.
We catch some 12s, 13s, 14s. A 14-inch perch is a monster.
Monster, yeah.
Monster. 13's big. But 10-inch perch, a lot of guys keep that 8 to 10-inch range.
Yeah. I caught, when I was a young man, I caught a 17-inch perch.
What?
Trolling in Lake Michigan. Never set off the downrigger, so the fish was like, he was sleepy by the time we reeled him in. But this thing, literally 17. I looked it up. I think like 18 is the record. I mean, it was a monster. I should get a little perch replica and get that thing on the wall somewhere. But
for sure,
dude, that was a fond childhood memory, Pentwater, Michigan. All right, so I tell people all the time, fishing in Michigan is it's pretty diverse. There's so much I want to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
For me, trolling in Lake Michigan is one of the greatest experiences. And it's just because I grew up doing that. My grandfather had a boat in Pentwater. Yeah. And man, when the kids could go with the adults, I was the first one on there. Yeah. And you're primarily catching king, or you're catching coho. So a king, a Chinook, a coho is a silver.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got brown trout and you got lake trout.
Yes, sir.
And based on the size of the water, because Lake Michigan is so large, or these Great Lakes are so large, these fish get exceptionally large.
Oh yeah.
So new state record king salmon happened a couple years ago.
Yeah, my friend Bobby Sullivan.
All right.
Charter captain, Icebreaker Charters. What's up, Bobby?
Okay, so what was that? That was almost 60 pounds, something like that?
I don't even know. I could call him and get him on the hook, but to be honest with you, off the top of my head, I don't remember, Aaron.
Okay, so now if you
First time the kid ever went fishing. Yeah. First salmon trip.
Ruined him.
Bobby put it on him, and he reeled that sucker in. Like, it was awesome. Okay. Good for Bobby.
Yeah.
Good for that young man. Like, welcome to the outdoors, buddy.
Right. So if you go to like Alaska, you're going to have larger salmon, but you're talking Pacific Ocean versus Lake Michigan. Body of water is relative.
Mm-hmm.
But these salmon, there's nothing like it. You hook into a 30 to 35 pound Lake Michigan fish, you're never going to forget it.
Oh, no doubt.
And that's nowhere near what they're capable of getting to, but they are, and essentially all of those fish can reach that size.
Yeah. A lot of 15 to 20 pound salmon.
Yes.
That's a common, 3-year-old type of thing. But several larger. Last year was really good for bigger fish.
Right. And so even the brown trout, even the lake trout, I mean, you're getting 20 to 30 pound opportunities.
Absolutely.
Regularly. And that is so memorable.
No doubt.
And then you get into the walleye stuff, like what you guys are doing. Super competitive. Everybody that's into walleye fishing is into walleye fishing. You guys, hunters that come in, most everybody's into fishing walleye. Cannon came down a couple years ago. Yeah. You've gotten to know Cannon since then. He's a great guide for walleye.
He's a good dude. Cannon, if you're listening, I'm happy to take your money any day of the week. I love you though, bro. You're good people.
And then, just all the guys are way into the walleye. We get a lot of guys that bring walleye, want to cook it. It's so good. What is there a fish that you would compare it to that?
Oh boy.
It's most people, it's their favorite.
Good. Perch and walleye are very similar.
Yeah.
If you're frying them, quite a few of them taste the same, buddy.
Yeah.
It's all how you prepare it. But no, them walleye are nice. You zipper them. There's no bones. Very clean, especially you bleed them out. Nice white, pure filet. Super healthy for your family. Awesome resource.
Yeah. There's another guy. Is he still coming to the show? Very interesting cat, but he's a sturgeon guy.
Ooh, Todd.
Yes. What's the name of his charter? Tiny Bubbles?
Oh, no. Tiny Bubbles is out of Frankfurt. He does salmon trips.
Oh, okay.
That's Dave and Amanda.
Okay.
So they do a heck of a job. They do a really nice job. But no, Todd doesn't come anymore.
Oh, no?
No, he's just kind of chilling. He's been traveling. He went over, he does rod building. So,
all right.
He's been going over to Italy and stuff. He's got a mentor over there and he twists up rods over there.
Oh, wow. All right.
And it's basic. He's a super interesting cat. We got a new guy in there.
Okay.
Theron Hoffman out of Detroit.
Yes.
His family owns the Dip Net Bait and Tackle, which you'll hear me speak about. And this guy is freaking great. Like big, super, like just when you meet him.
Full of ness.
Yeah. Yeah, he's about as big as I am and just loves the game.
Let's talk about Ness real quick.
Okay.
So this is common.
All right.
You refer to Ness. What is Ness?
Just being in the moment, man.
Yeah, it's all the things. It's the greatness.
Yeah.
It's the politeness. It's the anything you put Ness on, right?
Yeah. Like you just gotta, if you love it, you just gotta have, I don't know, you just gotta be in it, man.
And when you're in it,
you gotta be
Ness.
in that moment. Yeah. You gotta be in that moment.
That's good, man.
I love fishing. The thing about fishing is in them tournaments, it don't matter where you came from. It don't matter where you're going. And it doesn't matter if you got money, if you don't have money, you got to bring them over the rail. Mm-hmm. And whoever brings the best 5 fish each day over the rail takes home the check. And it's not even about, like, we all joke. Like, I was just joking with Cannon, and we all joke and talk crap and all this stuff. And it's all fun and everything, bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
But proving to yourself, like this last at the championship, we come in 4th, worked with teammates, called them in. Mm-hmm. They come through. They did awesome, beat us by like 0.2 of an ounce. They end up in 3rd. So we finished 3rd and 4th, right? For the whole year out of like the best guys in Michigan, some of the best guys in Michigan, excuse me. But I guess what I'm saying is we went 70 miles by boat each way. On the way back, we're in 4-footers, and I did the math, and we had to go 23 miles an hour to make it back in time. So I look over at my partner, and I'm like, hey, man, like, I got to go 23 miles an hour to get back in time because we got to be in, check in at, it was like 3:20, 3:30.
Right.
So he's like, you don't have to destroy the boat to do it. I said, we've been busting our butt all year. I'm making the financial decision right now that we are going to get back, and it's going to hurt. And we both just battling. I mean, just my windshields, by the time it was done, my windshields are coming off. Oh. My graphs and things are coming off the dash. Like, it's just every single, just boom, boom. I mean, for 70 miles. Just brutal. I hurt for 2 weeks after, and people are probably thinking, well, that ain't no fun. What I'm getting at is proving to yourself, like I just said, like, we made it back. We had 12 minutes to spare, and I pull in. I got a picture holding my one windshield. Tom ended up calling me. He's like, "Hey, get that boat down here. I heard that you had a tough day there," and so we dropped it off. He buttoned it up, got it right back, took awesome care of me, and just. But I guess what I'm saying is, it's just you're proving to yourself every time.
Yeah,
you got to make them bite. You got to bring them over the rail.
Right.
It don't matter who you are and where you're from, buddy. It's awesome.
That's right. So what is the, I guess, desired size of walleye that you say this is going to be one of my fish that I enter?
Typically we're looking, it all depends on the time of year, body of water. Mm-hmm. It's going to vary every tournament.
Right.
But like I always say to my team, and when I'm talking with other guys, my opinion, if you can bring in 25 pounds every single day, there's days you're going to get smoked. You go down to Erie, that's a whole nother animal.
Okay.
My buddy Austin Tomaszak, he's going to finish second in the NWT against Hoyer and all the big boys, right?
Yeah.
He weighed, what was it yesterday? 38 pounds. And he's in fourth.
Yeah.
You know, and it's in a game of ounces, right?
Right.
But he's gonna be out there tomorrow cracking them.
Nice.
He's got a shot at it. It'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Dwayne Jelm, he took Angler of the Year. He sealed it up yesterday, which is awesome. He's a super awesome guy.
Yeah.
Don't have a great relationship with him or nothing. I've talked a few times, through social media or whatever, but I guess what I'm saying is there's a lot of good people, a lot of relationships to be made. Mm-hmm. A lot of friendships and bonds created.
Yeah.
Because when you get in tough situations, you figure out how much nest someone's got.
Right. That's right. I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always looking for the nest.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. Hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillen. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. And with us, if you're just joining, we have the Nest Monster, Mike Dickerson,
me, bro. You're
returning, talking about fishing in Michigan, the walleye tour, consistency, trying to come in these tournaments 25 pounds or greater, and teams of 2 to 3 guys. Total of about 450 fishermen per tournament. Now, when we talk about process for deer hunting,
oh boy,
I know that there's a process. Let's walk through this process. How do you approach these tournaments, man?
Oh. We talking river tournament? Or we talking the lake? Different process every time, brother.
All right. Well, let's walk through the river right now.
Okay. Depending on time of year, we're going to get down there. We're going to do some pre-fishing. We're going to understand the transition, whether it be post-spawn, pre-spawn. Okay. Where them fish are at during their migration. Where they're, we're going to understand water temps.
All right.
How they're transitioning, where they want to be. Them big females, if they're getting ready to drop eggs or if they already have and they're dropping back, headed back towards the lake.
Yeah.
So when I say pre-spawn, post-spawn, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So just identifying, there's unique situations when we won the Saginaw River, we jigged, casted lures as well as trolling.
Okay.
So we actually got our last 3 fish trolling.
All right.
We were having a tough time, and there was a small flat kind of off the edge of the main current break.
Yeah.
And, so we trolled through there, and we were just doing little small circles. Like it was like a 150-yard stretch.
Okay.
We'd troll through there, and every 3 times we went through there, we'd get a fish.
Okay.
So
right.
yeah, it's pretty interesting, super diverse when you're fishing rivers. You got to be very, 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 very diverse.
Okay.
So,
so I'm going to talk about Wonder Bread.
okay.
All right.
Everybody knows Wonder Bread.
I don't know if everybody knows Wonder Bread. That might be a Michigan fishing thing.
That's how we won the Saginaw River. Pay attention. For some of you out there listening.
All right. So, one of the things that you're involved with is a lure company.
Yeah.
Lure Lipstick.
Absolutely.
And through that, I've seen some of your lures, more walleye specific. And you have one called Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
And it looks basically like a Wonder Bread packaging. It's white with the red, yellow, and blue on it.
Mm-hmm.
And what specific waters or situation do you kind of use the Wonder Bread for?
So we have a glow Wonder Bread. We have a standard Wonder Bread. It all depends on water clarity. A lot of times on your colors.
Yes.
And then with relation to the time of year and bait fish that they're feeding on, earlier in the year, like in the spring, we're going to talk about rivers specifically for a second.
Okay, good.
Earlier in the year,
yeah,
your purple ices, and different things typically are better. Your pimp daddies, stuff like that.
Okay.
Because the forage they're feeding on, and then as they transition into different bait fish and through the cycle of water clarity, because it's typically dirtier at the beginning as it cleans up.
Right.
You're gonna transition more into like a chartreuse ice base.
Yeah.
So if you start looking into split tail minnows, I mean that's what we do as split tail minnows.
Okay.
We make custom split tail minnows.
All right.
We are the best on the planet at painting custom hand painting split tail minnows to match the hatch.
Okay.
So as water cleans up, you want to transition into more of them, cleaner looking baits, a little bit more flash, you know what I mean? A little brighter.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
It works real well. But Wonder Bread specifically to answer your question, I think you always got to try it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's one of them staples.
One thing that I guess I probably already knew but didn't realize is Tommy and Jay Tom, Jay, and Tommy came down here bow fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I took them over to a duck lake.
Okay.
Right? Onto some public. And it's like, all right, there are fish trapped in here. We're going to shoot them. And we're moving around. And he's like, you can't see them. The water's too muddy.
Yeah.
And well, he's used to, bow fishing Caseville, the Bay.
Yeah.
Great Lakes where it's crystal clear water. We've bow fished that.
Yeah.
Was that your first bow fishing experience?
It actually was.
That was
totally
awesome.
It was awesome.
That was.
It was great.
So we had the ability to jump out of there and in quick access be in the Mississippi River where the water was slightly more clear.
Okay.
But it was still nothing like, these lakes in Michigan.
Well, it's the turbidity and different things.
Right. And I'm sure the further south you go, the dirtier it gets. The muddy Mississippi, right?
Probably.
If there are walleye in the Mississippi River,
absolutely.
How would you fish that? I know you haven't necessarily thought about it, but how would you fish that? How would you prepare going into it?
I would be looking for current breaks. I'd be looking for back eddies. I'd be looking for places where fish can get out of the current.
Yeah.
And relax. And then as bait fish are pushed down the river.
Yep.
And moving down the river, they have a chance to strike.
Okay.
And attack.
So there's rock dikes all over the Mississippi.
So traditionally, wing dams are a great place for walleye.
Okay.
You can go on YouTube. That's basic knowledge.
Okay. And then like lure selection, what would you kind of do even if you were to drop your lure lipstick brand? Like what are some of the patterns?
No, you could run split tails.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to try to push lure lipstick a little bit, but it's a great solution.
Okay.
You can get stuff that looks like perch, stuff that looks like gobies.
Yeah.
They have a thing down here called willow cats.
Okay.
You start getting out west.
All right.
Live bait, they're actually hard to get, rather expensive. And you can pitch them live bait, bouncing current, bouncing current, find them current breaks in them seams, and them fish will sit on them slack side of them seams, and they'll ambush them seams as bait fish come down.
Okay. So almost similar to a catfish.
I haven't done a bunch of catfishing, so I don't want to.
You're not a catfisherman.
I'm not.
I got to call you out real quick. You remember we were fishing at your spot?
Yeah.
And we were trolling and a nice flatty.
Yeah.
I reeled it in a nice flatty.
I'm like, get this thing out of my bowl.
Clean water is a clean water flatty. And you're like, throw that thing back. I was like, what?
I
love it.
I just wasn't made to appreciate him like I should have been.
Well,
probably.
It's just not part of the culture up there.
No, it's not.
And, here catfishing is the culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I started coming south. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Once you start eating it and start getting around it, man, it's pretty cool.
Right. The thing is very few people do I hear of that are walleye fishing here. We have them, but they're not really.
Yeah. So the National Walleye Tour actually comes to the Mississippi.
Okay.
Goes out west to Lake Oahe.
Okay.
Goes to Lake Francis Case.
Okay.
That was actually Lake Francis Case had the national team championship last year. We qualified, didn't go. It conflicted with the Walleye Tour in Michigan and blah, blah, blah. But it just, there's so many opportunities.
Yeah.
U.S. and Canada, North America is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really is.
Okay, so let's talk boats. You have a walleye boat. It's specific, intentional for walleye. What kind of boat is it?
I have a 622 made by Ranger.
Okay.
And then I have a Garmin Live Scope up front. I have a 16-inch 8616.
Okay.
And I actually pair that with Lowrance.
Okay.
I like their mapping a little bit better than Garmin's. I don't get paid by Garmin or Lowrance, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
So I like the diversity of both. And then I also like my Lowrance at the helm.
Okay.
Because I run that with an Airmar 165 transducer.
Okay.
I like that 2D on that Lowrance the best.
All right.
So I kind of mix and match. Guys are like, what are you doing? I'm like, maybe it's my ADD and I need to look at something different. But, I go with what's most practical. Mm-hmm. So, but I have a Ranger 622 with a 400, that new V10 Merc on it.
Yeah.
So it gets us where we got to go. It ain't nothing for us to run 30 miles to a bite.
Right. And so high speed is important. Good handling. It'd be similar to a bass boat, but I think you're in probably a little bit more diverse water than a bass boat. So what's kind of the difference in design of the boat as to, everybody knows about a
deeper hull design essentially is the easiest way to put it, to where there's bigger sidewalls. So when you get in bigger water, essentially bigger waves, then you're going to be able to deal with that a little easier. It ain't nothing for us to run across 2 footers.
Okay. All right. And then when you go back and you're talking trim and plate and everything on the engine setup, that's probably very similar between the two different boats.
Your bass boats are not going to have trim tabs, which allow the back of the boat with that weight to get up so you can sit up on top and skip across. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can level it out and actually use the front end of the boat, the keel of the boat, to cut that water. That's what it's made for.
Okay.
Stick that nose down a little bit and chew them up.
Right. All right.
But bass boats, they're going to be more of just a flat deck design, not much to keep you from falling over the edges. You're typically not in as rough a water.
All right.
The draft, which means the amount of water that the boat takes to float, is going to be less on a bass boat. You can play in skinnier water.
Okay.
Your walleye boat, let's say it's 2 foot. Your bass boat's probably 1 foot. I don't know that to be true numbers, but for the sake of conversation, just makes it easy, right?
Yeah. Just a bigger water boat then.
Yeah, it's just made for bigger water, longer trips. A little bit wilder of a game, in my opinion.
Okay.
Not as popular. Bass fishing is the king. I love my boys that bass fish. The South is the king of bass.
Yeah.
Shout out to all you guys out there grinding bass fishing, man. You guys are studs. But up in the North, there's a few of us that love that walleye fishing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if let's say somebody down here wanted to get into walleye fishing, what, it's going to be your typical John boat. It's going to be a plate boat, river boat. We talked about, the formations of the water. We've talked a little bit about the lure.
Yeah.
The one thing that's unique down here, there are different dams and things of that nature. Would that have any impact on the way you are seeking out walleye?
Yeah. If you're talking about what boat to get and where to go fishing for walleye, you want to understand where you're going to be primarily fishing. Mm-hmm. The boat I have is very diverse, so I can go across the country and fish but if you're specifically going to be in the river all the time, you might need something that drafts real shallow water until you get to them holes next to the dams and things. So you might need a jet motor. There's a lot of variables there. It's a pretty tricky question.
Okay.
I get it, but
details.
I know, but I don't want to mislead people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So getting with a good boat dealer and talk to some guys, getting on YouTube, man, and looking at stuff and understand what people are doing.
Yeah.
Super helpful.
Always.
You can reach out to me if you got questions. I'm all about helping the industry, period.
Yeah.
So my Instagram's snowman_outdoors. So hit me up. I love to help.
All right. Right.
Take a charter. Go out with we talk about outfitters in our past conversation.
Yeah.
Get with a charter captain, an outfitter that fishes for a living. Mm-hmm. That $300 or $400 or whatever it is for a couple of guys to split and spend.
Yeah.
It's the amount that you're going to learn on how to catch and what to do.
Yes.
You can pick that captain's brain. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of knowledge to be had very cheap.
Right. Yeah. I think that's probably overlooked often.
No doubt.
Yeah. The fact that, you got a captain there and the amount of information that you can soak is worth the money in itself.
Yeah. I know we're talking fishing, but real quick, the waterfowling, I told you back in the day when I wanted to get in waterfowling, I found 4 or 5 different guys. Yeah. Went hunting with all of them, seen what I liked, what I disliked, I adjusted and did my own thing.
Well, I've seen you do that with whitetail too.
I do it with a lot of things.
Well, with deer.
Yeah.
Your
ego's not your amigo.
True.
Go find the baddest dudes on the planet and figure out how they're doing stuff and figure out what you like and don't like, what works for you, and go with it.
Right.
Walleye, catfish, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Bow fishing, deer hunting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing that I try and bestow on, since I grew up in Michigan and I live here now, I've always tried to talk to people about going out and fishing the Lake Michigan, fishing the Great Lakes. And one thing that I think is very interesting, and I had a conversation with you and one of your buddies about this, where I said, I think Michigan's superior to Wisconsin in terms of fishing. And that was my opinion. And, I kind of expected you to, lean on, I'm from Michigan, so Michigan's the best too. But just now, you're kind of like, well, so let's talk a little bit about that. Now, one thing that I find very interesting is these fish migrate.
No doubt.
And it sounded like there was a migration from Wisconsin to Michigan in Lake Michigan. Could you talk a little bit about that, please?
I'm not a salmon expert. I can talk to you.
You know more about salmon than most, so you are an expert today.
I get it. Salmon follow cold water straight up. Yeah. It's about water temp a lot of times with all fish. Okay. Well, excuse me. With salmon and walleye specifically that I'm privy to, it's about water temp. Okay. A lot of times. So when that cold water is pushed to the Wisconsin side, them boys are just hammering. Okay. And it's harder for us to find that bite on the west side of Michigan and the Great Lakes. Because essentially you're trying to find that thermocline, right? Right. You want that water in the 50s. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was over there, what was it, 2 Mondays ago? Yeah. We were catching 48 degrees there at the pier heads. They're just rolling, right? Right. but it's about cold water. But for a while, that cold water was over there along Wisconsin, and them guys were just, they're really bagging them.
Yeah.
And then that wind shifted, and that water kind of flipped and did its thing. And then that cold water got chucked along the coast there like it typically does. And then they just start pushing the rivers.
Okay. So
August is the month.
Yes. That's when that seems like when the big fish go down. So in addition to migrating throughout Lake Michigan and following water temperatures and bait fish, these salmon, when they go to spawn, go upriver.
Correct.
And so when you are looking to go for the best salmon fishing, it's going to be later in the summer. And then these fish, so the way Michigan's set up is because you have a standard westward wind. You typically have a western wind throughout the U.S. It's coming from the Pacific, moving towards the Atlantic. Yes, it will go southwest and northeast or whatever. But that wind comes across and it forms waves throughout, Lake Michigan. Big waves. Sometimes too big to fish. In Wisconsin, because it's coming over land, your waves are smaller. So it seemed like your charter boats were able to do charter trips on boats that maybe a little bit bigger than what I consider a Michigan Weekend Warrior boat. And, the fishing was good. We caught good fish. It was great. The wind was coming more out of the south. So it was wavier than what they're used to. But as these fish are migrating throughout Lake Michigan, and then they go up to spawn, they run the rivers. And in Michigan, because of this predominant wind, they have piers, giant concrete piers, just like you'd see in the ocean. And that's a channel. And all your boats come from an inland lake, and they go out the channel to the big lake. And so as you get later into the summer, and particularly August, these salmon, for them to get upriver, have to go through those piers. So all of these port towns throughout Michigan and these pier systems are pinch points, funnel points,
yes,
where a large number of fish are going through.
Huge economy booster.
Oh yeah,
big time.
Oh yeah. And then the other thing that's interesting is the later you get in the year, the further north the bite seems to be. Do you agree with that?
Ooh, I'm going to say something unpopular. No, I
like
don't think.
Good. Okay. All right. Talk to me about that.
I think it does a little bit later, but I spent some time on a boat in Muskegon. That Muskegon, Grand Haven, Ludington, Pentwater, Whitehall.
Yeah.
I think there's a run through the whole thing, but as it gets later, you are going to see better fishing into the north.
So you do agree. At times. Sometimes. So. Well, we went out with
day in and day out. The whole Ludington, Manistee, Whitehall is really, day in and day out, it rolls.
Okay. We went out with Real Talk in Holland.
Okay.
A couple summers ago.
Great area.
It was the announcement to my brother and his son that Brody was on the way.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And they tournament fish. They're real good boat. But I didn't have great expectations because Holland is further south on the chain of ports. And man, we smoked them.
We crushed. Yeah.
So
there's that mud line down there.
Oh, okay. What's this mud line?
I'm just saying, there's good water down there.
All right.
I'm gonna get in trouble for talking like that.
All right. We'll.
No, there's a lot of good fishing to be had in the Great Lakes and in Michigan.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, we're gonna take another break. Hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the WJBM Outdoor Show, brought to you by Midwest Tractor Sales in Jerseyville. We're coming to you from the WJBM studios in Jerseyville, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Aaron Quillen. I operate Monarch Rivers, where the mission is simple: kill big deer. And Mr. Mike Dickerson, Captain Ness, AHB, Presidente, SCI, Flint Regional Chapter.
You're killing
Dude,
me. You're killing me.
Lure lipstick,
We're having
connoisseur.
fun. We're having fun.
That's what I want to talk about. With the lure lipstick.
Get hit on. Lure lipstick.
That's the tagline. I like it. You got some juice.
Yeah.
You spray some juice.
We have a fish pheromone attractant. Colder temps early in the season, you get more bites. Straight up.
So,
first tournament I ever fished, Michigan Walleye Tour, Detroit River, 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We took 11th place. Tough bite. Cold. Put the juice to him.
Okay.
Ended up 11th.
Wow.
Cash check. Awesome.
Okay.
From there, that's what made me a believer.
And it's literally using scent to attract fish.
Yeah.
You think
so much that I bought the company.
Right. You'd think that, you know, in all these other aspects, people are using scent for deer, using scent, and now to think, man, you can use that. And this isn't the spray some WD-40 on your bass lure. This is...
That does work. It's illegal. You can't do it anymore, but it does work. When I was a kid, my grandpa would, man, I believe it. I believe it works. I really do. Yeah. I know it sounds crazy, but I believe it works.
Okay. Well, this is specifically formulated.
If you're struggling, you put a crawler on, they'll bite a crawler.
Yeah.
Crawlers aren't coming out of the water.
No.
A fish's never seen a crawler.
Right.
They're biting the action and the smell.
Yeah.
It's leaving a scent trail.
Yeah.
It's live.
I like it. Because you see the different oils come off a crawler when you dump it in there.
I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. So with regard to fishing season, are you fully into deer now, or you still have some fishing to do?
I'm going to do a little bit of fishing. I'm going to squeeze in the Denali tournament.
Okay.
We got picked up by Denali. Scott down there out of Arkansas took really good care of us.
Okay.
We actually ran the Denali rods boat this year for the Michigan Walleye Tour.
Okay.
And we're going to fish his Denali tournament up there on Lake Huron.
Okay.
That's on October 11th. If you have a Denali rod, come on up, join us, man. We'd love to have you.
All right.
Be a good time. We're going to be catching a bunch of fish, and it's going to be good.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and then some late season stuff just before ice up. I'll probably go down and try to catch some big fish.
Okay.
In some spots, and just kind of take it from there. But mostly, it's hunting season's here, brother.
I know.
So it'll be good.
One thing that I didn't know, and I don't know if you've ever done this. Have you ever gone brown fishing in winter? Brown trout? No,
but first thing in the spring, as soon as the ice is out, guys get after them.
They're catching monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Monsters.
It's not really talked about a whole lot, but...
Oh, oops.
But, as soon as the ice comes off in the spring, there's a shallow, cold water. You know, as we talked before, water temps.
Right.
That water's cold enough. Them larger fish are pushed up in there.
Okay, but it's typically a brown.
They're catching brown, yeah.
Are they catching salmon too?
There is a spring bite for salmon.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And I guess the only fish that I'm obsessed with that we haven't talked about is the steelhead.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. I
Amazing.
prefer salmon for eating.
Yeah.
But the steelhead, they jump. There's so much
wild.
action.
Yeah.
It's flying just... You see the glimmer of the sun as it's
floating in the rivers and catching steelhead, hitting them current seams, the same you do as for walleye.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
They fight pound for pound. They're awesome.
Right. And so for y'all listening out there, if you're not familiar with a steelhead, it is a lake raised or an ocean raised rainbow trout. Where
lake run rainbow.
Yeah. And so they're out in this big water, in this big food chain. And so they get exceptionally large in comparison to the rainbow trout in the river system. Now, we've caught some pretty monster steelhead in the river system. And do you know about this? Because this is really interesting to me. Their camo pattern changes based off of where they are. Are you familiar with that at all?
Yeah, I think all fish adapt a little bit to their surroundings, the clarity of the water, clean water, dark water. I think Mother Nature takes care of things naturally with a lot of different animals, actually.
And so I was up, Goodhart hooked me up with a guy, and we went fishing in February in the rivers.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of GR. And we hammered them.
Sweet.
And,
plug-in or floating? Rod and reel or?
Yeah. And they had the rainbow pattern, but they were the size of big lake fish. And so I'm not exactly sure how that works. Do they come in, go back out, or do they pretty much come in and stay in? How does that work?
They come in, go back out.
Okay. All right. So then they have to be fairly adaptive to be able to change their camo pattern, because when they're in the big lake, they're silver.
Yeah. Yep.
And then some of the ones that we were catching in the river had that nice, beautiful spot.
They're coming
and
up.
color.
And there's some of them darker than males, especially that come up for spawning purposes. They'll start getting darker and stuff as their life cycle is transferring.
Oh, so that camo pattern will come in as they're coming up for a spawn. Interesting. Okay. All right. With regard to some of the stuff that you're doing in fishing, you want to give some shouts out to your the different people that you're working with, man. Maybe some companies that people that are listening might want to pay attention to.
Yeah, if you're up in Michigan, stop into any Beacon and Bridge Market you come to, gas station. They're big proponents of the hunting and the fishing industry as a whole. They do a lot to take care of a lot of people. They've done a lot to take care of me personally as well. But they're big proponents of Michigan-based companies and American-made companies, and they're just good stewards, right? So any support you could give to Beacon Bridge Markets, gas stations throughout Michigan. I think he has 13 locations now. Okay, they're building another one.
And the guys that are involved in that are deeply rooted in the outdoors industry.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of history there. And then, just Church Tackle. That's a planer board company out of Michigan. Jason Julian and his wife. They're awesome people. Right over there on the west side. They're making it right there in Michigan.
Okay.
Offshore Tackle's a good company too. They're a Michigan company.
Okay.
In my opinion, as long as you're orange or yellow. I'm sponsored by Church, so I'm a little biased.
Right.
I love the people there.
Okay.
I love the owners. They're awesome people. But Church Tackle's awesome. And then, I'm not going to drop a bunch of names, but
all right.
There's a lot of good people out there, and anybody you see on the side of someone's boat is helping that guy kind of live out a dream. So anything you can do to help guys when they're out there pulling them boats and them trucks around and repping their sponsors and doing things, give them a shout out, man. Spend $5, if it works and help them out. It helps all of us.
Yeah.
It's a whole community, right? It takes all of us. It's not about one guy. One team.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, thanks again for making some extra time. I know you're headed to Kentucky.
It's all good, man.
Good luck down there.
5 hours, I'll be there. It's time to go, baby.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Season opener.
Season opener tomorrow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All
Thanks
right,
again, Aaron. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.